The Vex High Dominion had conquered 17 star systems in the past century, their crystalline warships cutting through enemy fleets like photon blades through tissue paper. Admiral Kethvar gazed through the prismatic viewports of his flagship, the Shard of Eternity, watching the alien vessels approach with what could only be described as amusement. Single vessel detected, his tactical officer reported, mandibles clicking in confusion. Mass readings suggest primitive metal construction. No energy shielding detected. Kethvar's 4 eyes narrowed. These humans had been sending crude radio transmissions throughout their local system for barely 2 centuries. Their fastest ships crawled between planets at a fraction of light speed. Yet somehow one of their vessels had appeared at the edge of Vex High space, seemingly from nowhere. "Magnify the image," he commanded. The human ship materialized on the holographic display, a massive, angular beast of steel and ceramics. Gun turrets bristled from its hull like metallic thorns. Strange geometric patterns covered its surface, and heat signatures indicated primitive fusion reactors burning within its core. "They're hailing us," communications reported. "Audio only. Put them through." A gravelly human voice filled the bridge, speaking in their barbaric tongue. The universal translator kicked in moments later. "This is Captain Sarah Morrison of the UES Defiance. You will withdraw from this system immediately or face the consequences." Laughter rippled across the Vex High bridge, a sound like wind chimes in a hurricane. One ship, one primitive, unshielded vessel against the entire Third Fleet? "Human," Kethvar replied, his voice dripping with condescension. "You face the might of 47 crystal ships. Each of our vessels could reduce your planet to molten slag. Surrender now, and we may allow your species to serve us." "Negative," came the response. "Final warning." Kethvar gestured to his weapons officer. "Disable their engines. Let's take them alive for study." The Shard of Eternity fired a precision plasma burst, enough to cripple any known ship without destroying it. The bolt struck the human vessel's starboard side, washing over its hull in brilliant fire. When the energy dissipated, the ship remained unchanged. Not even a scorch mark. "What?" Kethvar's mandibles spread wide. "Increased power. Full barrage." 7 more crystal ships opened fire simultaneously. Plasma beams, particle cannons, and quantum disruptors converged on the human battleship. The assault lasted 30 seconds, enough firepower to vaporize a small moon. The Defiance sat motionless in the void, completely unharmed. Commander Zythak's mandibles clicked in amusement as he observed the peculiar transmission from the outer rim of the galaxy. The holographic display showed what appeared to be a miniature military formation. Tiny bipedal creatures marching in perfect synchronization, their primitive weapons glinting in the light of their yellow star. "Look at this, Vrex!" Zythak gestured to his second-in-command with one of his 4 arms. "The humans have sent us their children to fight." The bridge of the Dominion flagship erupted in guttural laughter. The crew, towering 8-foot reptilian beings with scales that shimmered like armor, found the sight absurd. For 3 centuries, the Corvian Empire had conquered 73 star systems. Their enemies were typically massive, technologically advanced civilizations with ships spanning kilometers and warriors bred for combat. "Shall we simply step on them, Commander?" Vrex's voice dripped with sarcasm as he zoomed in on the approaching human vessels. The ships themselves were laughably small, no larger than Corvian escape pods. What the Corvians didn't understand was the concept of scale in human warfare. They had never encountered a species that fought with such precision in confined spaces, nor had they grasped the revolutionary technology Earth had developed in response to their arrival. Dr. Sarah Chun had worked tirelessly in the underground laboratories of New Geneva, perfecting the molecular compression field that would change everything. When the Corvian fleet had first appeared in Earth's solar system 6 months ago, humanity faced an impossible challenge. Their enemies were giants among giants, with technology that dwarfed human capabilities. But humans had always been adaptable. The tiny army that approached the Corvian fleet consisted of Earth's finest soldiers, compressed to 1/10 their normal size while retaining full strength, speed, and intelligence. Their weapons, similarly compressed, maintained their destructive power but became virtually undetectable to Corvian sensors designed to identify threats of conventional scale. Lieutenant Marcus Rodriguez led Alpha Squad through the ventilation systems of the Corvian flagship. At his current size, the massive ship's corridors were like vast highways, and the aliens' breathing apparatus provided perfect entry points. His team moved with the precision of surgical instruments, their compressed plasma charges capable of devastating electronics from within. "Target the power distribution nodes," he whispered into his microcommunicator. "Remember, they can't see us coming."